Hey, divine kings and queens. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a practice that a lot of people have heard of, but very few truly understand. And I noticed that it was getting a lot of views in the past couple days, so I wanted to go ahead and do a brand new revamped version. And this is all about the spiritual, magical, and psychological power behind putting someone's name inside your shoe. Okay? This is one of those practices that gets passed around like old gossip, okay? From community, grandma, aunt, uncle, cousin, but it actually has very specific rules, and energetic meanings and powerful outcomes if done correctly. So today we're going to be breaking down all of that. If you're into hoodoo, folk magic, spiritual domination work, influence work, protection, or even just understanding the symbolism behind the certain old world quote unquote traditions, this video is absolutely for you. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we're going to touch on the history and the origins, and I do want to say a little disclaimer right here, because you guys know I say a lot that, certain things, it doesn't have rules, but these are just guidelines and things that I would like you guys to be aware of if you decide to do this, so that you can understand it, so that you can use it more effectively. So let's get into the history and origins. So putting someone's name in your shoe isn't just some TikTok trend, isn't just something you've seen on YouTube. This practice goes back hundreds of years across multiple cultures. You see it in hoodoo and southern conjure, American folk traditions, old European folk magic, Caribbean root work, and even biblical symbolic action. The shoe is symbolic because, number one, your feet represent direction, movement, and path. Your shoes represent dominance, grounding, and authority. And number three, anything placed under your foot is symbolically and spiritually beneath you. In hoodoo, the feet are used for both crossing and dominating. So placing someone's name inside your shoe is not random. It's literally a statement. I walk over you. I influence your direction. You follow my lead. This isn't always negative. People use this for getting someone to treat them fairly. Y'all know one of my main examples I gave you guys in the beginning was using it in the workplace, right? Softening someone's attitude. Judge. And plenty other things that you can use that for. Calming someone down. Making someone return something owed. Gaining respect. Or gently dominating a situation that has gotten out of balance. But we'll get into intention later. So let's get into the spiritual mechanics of why does it work? Why does it work? So why the shoe? Why the foot? Why the name? Magic is symbolism. And pause for the cause really quick, you guys. I did start to organize the videos on the channel, so go ahead and check out the channel. I've organized the videos, but we do have a playlist called Symbolism. All right, so y'all be checking that out. I'm gonna be adding more things to that, and we're organizing all the videos on the channel. So by the end of the month, everything should be organized in playlists so that you guys can use the resources on the channel more effectively. Okay, so magic is symbolism. Magic is psychology. Magic is energy manipulation, and this technique taps into all three. When it comes to symbolic power, When you literally step on someone's name, your subconscious mind begins to enact dominance. Your energy begins to lead the dynamic. Their energy becomes receptive. Energetic imprinting. Number 2. Your feet have thousands of nerve endings. Every step you make presses your intention into the name. This creates a consistent energetic imprint. It's like a spell you activate with every movement that you make. And thinking about, that's why I used to tell you guys, like, the more it wears away, the better, because it's like, it's working. It's working. Number 3, direction and influence. Your feet determine where you go, your path. So spiritually, when their name is under your foot, you set the tone. You set the direction. You influence the outcome. You're in control. Number 4, psychological conditioning. Even people who don't believe in magic feel when the energetic dynamic shifts. They often become more agreeable, softer, more cooperative, or more attentive without knowing why. You're not forcing free will. You're energetically guiding the path. Now, when to do something like this? This is very important because not every situation calls for domination work, all right? So calm down. We're going to think rationally, all right? This work is really useful for if someone is disrespecting you, okay? Someone who's ignoring your boundaries, someone you need to calm down, a boss, a coworker who's causing issues, a lover who needs grounding or consistency, someone who owes you money, a person who has been rude, dismissive, or evasive. But this is not for revenge, chaos, or any malice. When your intention is revenge, this work backfires fast. So make sure that your intention is not for revenge, but to more so balance the situation out, right? To make it more fair. When it comes to magic and knowing the occult secrets and knowing these different things, you want to use this knowledge wisely, right? Use this with wisdom, okay? Disclaimer, use this with wisdom. Now, there's more than one way to do this, depending on your intention, and you can tailor your method. So a simple domination method, you would just need paper. You would write their name on the paper. You would fold it inward, and then you place it inside your shoe that you wear the most often. And this is basic but effective. And a lot of times you'll start to see results really quickly. Another way to do it is sweet influence method. For softening, affection, or a more gentler influence, you'll write their name, add a little sugar or honey oil to the paper, place it under the heel. Okay, so this makes them sweet beneath your steps. So placing it more under the heel. Now, if you need to do it for justice or to fix the situation, this method, you'll need their full name, your name written on top of theirs, and folded towards you. Put under your strong foot, your dominant side. And this instance of this is like, you have a court case. Write the judge's name. Get the judge's name, write their name, and then put your name on top. Now, if somebody owes you something, you want to go ahead and get that paper, write their name, and add return what's mine. Step on it for 7 days or until whatever it is that's owed to you has been returned. Now, another one is to get people to stop talking mess at work or talking about you. starting drama, you're going to write their name on a sheet of paper, and you're going to add a little alum or poppy seed, and you're going to fold and put under your foot. This makes their mouth quiet and confused when it comes to you. Like you probably will definitely notice this one because and notice it more quickly, because it's going to be like the energy going to shift. They may look more intrigued when they look your way, or it may seem like they just can't come up with something to say, or blah, blah, blah. But it works, okay? So, yes. So, let's do a mini walkthrough really quick, step by step. And you'll need, basically, out of the bases, small piece of paper, pen, or pencil, but I recommend a pen, because over time it's going to start wearing away, and the pen will last longer. The person's name, you want to use the full name if possible, but if you don't, it's okay. And then your shoe. Now, optional things that you can add, but you don't have to have it, is domination oil, influence oil, crown of success oil, calm and peace oil, sweetening oils, or even just plain old olive oil if you want to keep it neutral. And cater it towards your situation. So step 1, it would look like you writing the person's name. Step 2 would look like you setting your intention clearly. Say it out loud. I recommend saying it out loud, but you can say it silently if you can't say it out loud. Like, say you live with the person or whatever. And then dress the paper if needed. One tiny little drop goes a long way. If you're using oil, you literally only need one little tiny drop. And then when you do this, you want to fold the paper towards you. If you want them to come close, listen, or soften or comply. Fold it away if you want them to stop something or move away or back down. So if it's something where you want somebody to stop doing something or move away or back down, fold it away from you, okay? But if you want to dominate and you want them to be more, softer towards you, to comply and listen, fold it towards you. All right. Number 5, place it inside your shoe. Under the heel is the place of dominance, grounding, and authority. And sometimes it will move around, but for the most part, try to get it under that heel. Wear the shoe regularly. Daily walking equals daily activation, right? So every time you're walking on it, it's being activated. Now, when you dispose of the paper, you want to dispose of the paper when the situation changes. What happens if the paper wears away and the situation has not changed yet? Do it again. Do it again. Okay? Because sometimes paper will completely be gone and it didn't manifest for you yet. So do it again. But if it manifests, go ahead and burn it to release the energy when you're done. Okay? And common ways that you'll know that this is working. Somebody may reach out suddenly. Their tone softens. They become more cooperative. They stop arguing with you so much. You feel more grounded around them. You feel the dynamic shift. You get unexpected movement in the situation. Sometimes it works within hours, sometimes days, sometimes a week or two. But most times it happens pretty quickly, okay? So just make sure that you are keeping your eyes open and paying attention to the signs so that you can gauge how it's working for you. When not to do this spell. Do not do this if your intention is revenge. Do not do it. Do not do this when your emotions are too high and they are chaotic. Allow yourself to get centered, get grounded, and then if you still feel like that's something that you want to do, go ahead. But when your emotions are extremely high, don't just run to go do it. When you want to control someone's entire life, this is the time that you don't want to do stuff like that. When the situation is karmic and meant to fall away, this is the time you don't want to do stuff like that. When it's a toxic relationship and you're meant to leave, this is the time where you don't want to do this, because you don't want to force something that is obvious that it shouldn't be, you know? So use your discernment. All right? Magic amplifies what already exists. It does not create what is not aligned. So remember that, okay? Now, this practice teaches something way bigger. That you can control your steps. You control your direction. You set the energetic tone of your life. You do not have to let people walk all over you. You do not have to surrender your power. All right? This magic points back to being in self-authority. You're the one wearing the shoes because you're the one walking the path. This is your path. All right, my divine souls. That's the full breakdown for you guys today. If you love this deeper explanation and you want more videos like this, or redos from the videos in the past, or magical techniques, hoodoo traditions, spiritual psychology, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And comment below if you want me to go deeper into domination work, sweet influence work, protection magic, foot track magic, or how different spiritual cultures use shoes and feet magic symbolically. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.